Imagine you're at the finish line, but you've been running the wrong race. Could some everyday mistakes be putting your Ramadan efforts at risk without you even knowing? Ramadan is more than just skipping meals. It's a time for inner growth and getting closer to Allah. But there are some of the things that most of us don't pay much attention to, and which can then ultimately lead to rejection of our fasts during the month of Holy Ramadan. Out of those unknown, or we can say lightly taken sins, today in this video we will be talking about the 3 big no-nos that can mess up everything and make Allah reject your fast. The first and most important sin that will reject our fast during the month is Ramadan is skipping the mandatory faraz prayers. Skipping prayers. Skipping prayers, especially during Ramadan, is a significant oversight. Prayer, or Salah, is a cornerstone of the Islamic faith, a direct line of communication with Allah. It's a moment to pause, reflect, and reconnect with what's truly important. During Ramadan, every act of worship, including prayer, holds even greater value. When you miss these prayers on purpose, it's similar to ignoring an invitation from Allah to stand in His presence. It's a missed opportunity for guidance, mercy, and forgiveness. Moreover, prayers structure your day around moments of mindfulness and gratitude, helping to strengthen your faith and resilience. As Salah or prayers is one of the fundamental pillars of Islam, skipping these is itself a major sin. And when a Muslim skips these prayers during the month of Ramadan, even after keeping the fast, his fast will not be accepted in front of Allah. So it is mandatory for every Muslim being to follow complete 5 times obligatory prayers and never miss any one of it. Some of the things which we can incorporate in our lives so that we will never miss any obligatory prayer and get the maximum benefits from Allah, especially during the month of Ramadan. To avoid skipping prayers, set alarms for each of the 5 daily prayer times. Plan your day around prayer times, not the other way around. Seek community by praying in a group if possible, which can also serve as a gentle reminder. Remember, making up missed prayers is essential. If you miss a prayer, make it up as soon as you remember. The second sin, which most of us take very lightly and don't pay much attention to, is talking badly about others on their back, or backbiting. Number 2, backbiting. Talking badly about others. Talking badly about others, or backbiting, is a serious sin in Islam, particularly detrimental during Ramadan. It involves speaking negatively about someone behind their back, a behavior that sows discord and hurts relationships within the community. Ramadan is a time for purification, not just of the body through fasting, but of the heart and tongue as well. Backbiting, commonly referred to as ghiba in Arabic, is considered a serious sin in Islam, strongly condemned by Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. He defined backbiting as mentioning anything about your brother or sister in their absence that they would dislike. When asked if it was still considered backbiting even if the mentioned attribute was true, the Prophet, peace be upon him, affirmed that it indeed was backbiting if the attribute was true, and if it was not true, then it was slandering, which is also a grave sin. Moreover, Islamic teachings present backbiting as a behavior that contaminates the heart and soul, urging Muslims to guard their tongues and be mindful of their speech. The significance placed on this issue is such that it's often mentioned alongside other major sins, emphasizing the need for Muslims to practice restraint, seek forgiveness, and strive for personal improvement and purity of heart. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, warned against backbiting by comparing it to consuming the flesh of one's dead brother, highlighting its ugliness and the way it destroys brotherhood and trust. Engaging in this behavior can erode the spiritual benefits of fasting, as it contradicts the ethos of empathy, unity, and kinness that Ramadan promotes. To avoid falling into the trap of backbiting, pause and reflect before speaking. If what you're about to say is not true, kind, or necessary, choose silence. Redirect conversations that lean towards gossip or negative talk about others. Focus on positive attributes of people and situations. Seek forgiveness if you catch yourself backbiting, and make a conscious effort to improve. Number 3, holding on to grudges. Holding on to grudges, especially during the holy month of Ramadan, weighs heavily on the soul. It's akin to carrying around a backpack filled with stones, each representing negative feelings towards someone else. These burdens hinder spiritual growth and the deep reflective journey that Ramadan invites. Islam teaches the importance of forgiveness and moving past grievances for one's peace of mind and spiritual well-being. The act of forgiving, particularly in this sacred month, is seen as a virtue that not only purifies the heart, but also brings one closer to Allah. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, emphasized that Muslims should be merciful to others so that Allah may show mercy to them. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, emphasized the importance of forgiveness and the dangers of holding on to grudges, particularly during the holy month of Ramadan. Ramadan is a time for spiritual renewal, self-reflection, and drawing closer to Allah through acts of worship, including fasting, prayer, and charity. It's also a period for mending relationships and letting go of past grievances. Holding on to grudges and nurturing feelings of anger or resentment contradicts the spirit of Ramadan. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, is reported to have said, "The gates of paradise are opened on the first day of Ramadan. None of its gates are then closed until the last night of Ramadan. No believer stands to pray during its nights, but Allah places 1,000 levels in paradise for him for every prostration that he performs. And whoever fasts during Ramadan with faith and seeking reward from Allah, his previous sins are forgiven." Ibn Khuzaymah, Sahih. This hadith highlights the vast mercy and forgiveness Allah extends to the believers during Ramadan, encouraging them to extend the same mercy and forgiveness to others. Moreover, there's a significant emphasis in Islam on reconciliation and fostering brotherhood among Muslims. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, taught that Muslims should not allow animosity to persist beyond 3 days, and that seeking reconciliation is better than estrangement. During Ramadan, this teaching becomes even more pertinent as Muslims are encouraged to cleanse their hearts of malice and to seek forgiveness from those they may have wronged, to let go of grudges. Reflect on the benefits of forgiveness, not just for the one who wronged you, but for freeing your own heart. Make a conscious decision to forgive, understanding it's a process that may take time. Pray for those you have conflicts with, as this can soften your heart towards them and help heal the bitterness. Seek reconciliation if possible, as this can lead to renewed relationships and mutual understanding. Ramadan is a golden chance to do better and get closer to Allah, but it's not just about what we stay away from eating and drinking. It's also about how we act and think. Let's use this time to drop the bad habits, especially these 3 no-nos, and come out stronger, kinder, and more connected to our faith. Let's not just fast with our stomachs, but with our tongues, hearts, and actions too. Make this Ramadan the start of a better you, inside and out. Thank you for watching. If you got to know something new in our today's video, please don't forget to hit the like button, share it with your friends and family, and subscribe to our channel for more informative and inspiring videos about Islam. Your support helps us bring more content like this to you. May Allah bless you and your family with peace, happiness, and prosperity.